Weak. Collectively, weak. Are we serious? He's tackling you, tackling. He's got the audacity to tackle you. Let's wake up to ourselves. It's not just gonna happen. We're gonna have to do it. I'm not just screening for the sake of scream. I know we can score. I know we can win.
Just us, man, boys. Just us.
Troubled in that game. First half we were creating, I always knew we were going to run over the top of them in the second half, and even I think all of us did really at half time. There was no worry around the squad, and then the second half we just, as soon as we got that goal early, or reasonably early, it was game over. Yeah, no, but we haven't hit our strides yet, which is probably the best thing, and we haven't dropped points. So, I think
that's what gives everyone confidence, really. If we were playing at our best and we weren't even winning, then it'd be a different story. But the fact we haven't hit top limit yet and we're still getting points is obviously a result. So, can only beat who's in front of you, I guess. Just got to keep playing.
Send it back in, Dave. Send it back in.
Let's go, Jimmy.
Touch it.
Finally, welcome to Willsmere. We're pleased to show off our brand new change rooms here at East Kew.
it's been a long time in the making. We're super excited to have this open, obviously. It's a momentous occasion for the club. We've already started to make it feel a little bit like home with the media wall over there. We've got our kitchen that's taken a little bit of time, but we've managed to fit it out with a few of the essentials, a couple of fridges, a few fridges actually, fryer, dim sim, everything that you need for a canteen to have that up and running as we make it feel like home. As we come through, obviously we've got some temp furniture, but we get out to the balcony where everyone spends a lot of time socialising, eating, all of the above, and just, really enjoying each other's company. It's a great space, beautiful vista of both pitches.
All right, we'll take you over now to our new change rooms.
Rez's boys coming out now, the new change room. Watch on team manager duty.
No. Go, boys.
Let's go, Shay. Go, boy. Jimmy's back. Jesus. All right, let's show you in our new change rooms. Over this side, we got the men's side of the change room here.
It's just a brand new change room with a whole heap of bathrooms. It's got a physio room, first aid room. It looks brand new and it, makes us feel like we're a proper club now.
And I think also some of the most exciting stuff is the fact that, there's actually space now as opposed to being crammed in the way we were last year. We've got a couple of other features in here that really make it feel like home as we walk through. We've got Jules' studio. We've co-opted the physio room, moved that into the change room. Jules has his studio for all his game day and animation and media stuff that we use this for, which is great. And then obviously the ref's in there, so we won't go in there, but that's the ref's room. That's sacred. Behind here, bin storage. Gotta love it. Keep it nice and clean. Not that we use the bin storage. Some fantastic extra storage that we've got. 2 identical storage rooms, just like that. And as a part of the renovation of the old rooms, it's in a bit of a storage mode at the minute. But, coat of paint, new bench in the middle, bit bigger, so I can't complain. Julian, anything to add on the wondrous new Willsmere?
No, it's good. We enjoy it. We're here pretty much every day of the week, trying to dress it up. We're still trying to look for a few things like more tables, couches, chairs, anything. So if you got anything, let us know.
of making sure everyone just stays connected and stays just as one team. Trying to make sure everyone still has just a bit of a laugh and takes it lighthearted and not too serious. I feel like when we're having fun with each other and when the chemistry's high like that, I feel like that's when we're playing at our best. So I just feel like off the field, just keeping spirits high, on the field, just trying to push standards really.
The step up, obviously, judging off the first 3 games, the quality's been a bit better. I also thought it would have been a bit harder this year than last, but like before the season, as you said. But then looking back, sort of in the second half of last year, a lot of teams are coming and playing us, obviously with the documentary and whatnot, and sort of treating it as a cup final. So they're actually quite difficult last year in that second half of the year. But you know, coming in with a clean slate is probably almost easier. And yeah, we just let our football do the talking really, which we've done for the first 3 games. But yeah, there's no real uneasiness, I don't think. Stepping up a league, the quality sort of, it's a little bit better.
I don't think anyone was feeling uneasy. I think everyone was pretty confident, especially with our team and everyone knowing our ability. I just think it was more just the uncertainty because it's obviously a new league, it's a step up. You don't know what the teams are going to bring and what to sort of expect. You know, when round 1 or round 10, every team's essentially new other than maybe 1 or 2 that we've played in a practice match. So, but yeah, like Wardy said, we've started well. So if we can just keep building on that, I think that'll be really good.
Yeah, not our best game today. Thought we just probably were second of the ball, and I think there's a fair bit to work on, but that's all right, we'll get there.
No, there's not too much to say about it. They just wanted a bit more, or a lot more. I think we just struggled from minute 1, creating really any chances, and pretty much 4 or 5 of their goals were mistakes as well, which hurts. But yeah, it's just a case of they wanted it more on the day.
I don't know what to say, sort of words can't describe it. I think there's a lot to work on, good reality check. But I think, you know, we put it behind us and we focus on next week, going to the bye round and then come out strong against Ringwood.
Just hurts we're not going in 4-0 into the break, but yeah, we'll learn from it and got to bounce back. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's not a great result really.
I think, you know, we put it behind us and we focus on next week, going to the bye round and then come out strong against Ringwood. Just hurts. We're not going in 4-0 into the break, but yeah, we'll learn from it and got to bounce back. At the end of the day, it's not a great result really.
what I thought I'd do, given that our pre-season was so long, I'd just basically do a quick summary and a little bit of commentary around a few other bits and pieces going into the regular season.
We started way back in, we had a couple of sessions in November and we had more in December. We had probably well over 40 expressions of interest from different players wanting to come into the group. We trained pretty hard up until Christmas time when we took a break, like everyone else does. And then we progressed into the Greek Cup, which was the start of February. So we had about 2 or 3 sessions post-Christmas, straight after Australia Day, and the week after that we were playing games.
We treat everyone with respect on and off the pitch. When I say everyone in and around the club, and even the opposition. So we can have issues with the opposition, but we don't just leave it there. Just leave it on the pitch.
I concentrated, obviously with the assistance of Declan, who's been fantastic to help me out in a lot of different ways. Between the two of us, and we discussed different ways of doing different things. I wanted to increase and I've said it a few times, standards. I wanted to make sure that there was just an increase in the degree of professionalism that the girls brought to the game and to the training sessions. So, you know, we basically set some expectations about communication, coming to training, and as part of that presentation, what the team selection process would be. And there was a number of elements in that we set so that it was clear, the communication was clear, and enabled us to, I think, move into the season in a very consistent way. So we've got Kate, obviously, as the key leadership person within the team. Kate is a wonderful leader on the pitch and also off the pitch. She's extremely mature and reliable, hasn't missed a training session. I think she might have missed one actually because she was ill, but that's something like 30 training sessions since the start of last year. And you know, she's well respected within the group. Tara's a little genius. Her ability in and around the ball and to get in and out of tight places is incredible. Her skills and her ability to be able to move are things that I admire, but she also brings an element of fun. She's quite a fun person, cheeky, and brings a bit of joy to the team, I think. Liv's an athlete. We spoke, one of the things that we actually had is work wins and being relentless. Liv is relentless. Liv runs, she trains, she runs, she trains. She's another person that has consistently been training just about every single training session we've had. Chelsea is different. She would be what I would class as the warrior of the group. She brings, look at me, follow me, here I go. She's strong, she has a different approach to the other girls. But I think by having that, almost like that warrior ethos and being able to run in straight lines and almost at times take the game by the scruff of the neck, enables us to have a broad base for the leadership group.
My friends who came and watched, I can't remember what game it was, but they said we were a very huggy team, and that they said that we are so supportive of each other. That's one thing they noticed.
So yeah, Ringwood definitely, from being out there, one of our better games, I thought, for the first 45 at least. We went 1-0 up pretty early, boys were up for it, but unfortunately went down to 10 men shortly after. Sort of put us on the back foot for a bit, but with a bit of coordination and teamwork, we held together for the first 45 and did extremely well, I thought. Going into the second, it got a bit more difficult. A few players going down, Darcy, Jags, injuries here and there really had to shift the team around, which sort of started the downfall of the game where we copped a goal. And had to shift Dean out of the midfield. We lost that sort of defensive cover that we had, which that sort of created what the impact and the downfall, I'd say, at least, yeah. everyone was breaking down, even myself. Toward the end, I was struggling to keep my feet out there. But look, even though we did lose, 3-1, doesn't obviously represent how I thought we played. But on to the next one, obviously.
We played against Mooroolbark. Mooroolbark were, like us, a State League 5 team that were promoted, I don't know if promoted, but came up into State League 4. The lead up to the game, I was incredibly nervous. I do get incredibly nervous again on game days. I thought that it was going to be tough. First 5 or so minutes of the game, it was relatively static. We had a fair bit of the ball. We then managed to settle and play a ball through to Amelia, and Amelia scored, which was fantastic. And from that point on, I think we had something like 25 to 30 shots on goal, of which we managed to score 11. I suppose a couple of key things to take away from the first game was that was a comeback game for Pega. She'd spent the best part of over 12 months actually out. In February of last year, she'd hurt her knee severely, an ACL. She'd been working very hard and had only played a half prior to that game. And the intention was to continue to work her back into the team and into playing. She'd worked incredibly hard and she'd managed to score 4 goals during that game, which was a great story for her and then for the rest of the team.
Top of the box finish. Was that I didn't get to see that one. Have you got that on film? I didn't see that one. Good goal. Was that Nicholson?
I've looked at the footage of that a couple of times. I think that it was probably more of a clumsy challenge than anything malicious. She copped a knock, and I think it was a knock on her ankle and almost a twist at the same time. Looked and sounded worse than what it was, I think. By all reports, it looks like she should be back. She should only be back, out for 1 week and hopefully back for week 3. But we won't rush that. We'll see how she feels. She's not training tonight, and we'll see how it plays out. As a coach, you want to win every game. As a club and the community, I'm sure would like us to win every game. There are some, I suppose, riders on that. We have a change coming in 2026 with the way that the leagues are structured, which means that the FE is going to actually increase the number of leagues. Ideally, for us to stay where we are, we need to win the league. If for us to progress, we need to win the league. It'll make it interesting for the community boys if we come second, but only come second, which maybe on the face of it doesn't sound that good, but it is still an exceptional achievement for us. We want to put ourselves in the best possible position to press hard. I would like to win. I know the girls would like to win. I know the club would like us to win. We'll do everything in our power to make sure that happens. But there's going to be a couple of other things that may be outside of our circle of control that we can't deal with.